So now we're looking at a prototype version of the LG Arena, and you can see that the interface on the Arena is really the main selling point, and it's a very nice interface. LG has been pushing ahead with their interface designs, and this is sort of the best of the bunch. Everything moves, everything is in 3D. It seems fairly responsive too as we flick around the interface, and as you can see, they've really just gone crazy with all of the animations, and they're just kind of throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks, it looks like, but it's a very sticky interface. Here we're looking at the new LG GD900, which is a very slick phone. It runs LG's S-Class interface, just like the LG Arena that we saw. So you get the full 3D effect, but you also get this very neat transparent keypad. Now, not only is that a transparent keypad, it actually acts as a touchpad. So if you want to use multi-touch gestures to browse through your photos on the phone, or if you want to do any sort of browsing, you can actually do that with the keypad here instead of having to touch the actual screen itself, which is kind of a nice way of keeping fingers out of the way when you want to see what you're doing.
Oh wow, awesome.
Now, of course, there's no US availability for this phone yet, but overall it's very slick and we like what we see, and we'd love for someone to pick this up stateside for sure. Here you can see browsing the photo gallery. You can actually scroll with the keypad instead of actually touching the screen.
Thanks, brother.
It's a very slick little device. So now I'm looking at the Garmin Asus Nuvaphone G60. It's the first time we've had a chance to play with this interface. It's a really unique interface. This is a resistive touchscreen, but it's very sensitive. It really reacts nicely to our fingers, and it's got a nice bounce to it. Garmin makes it clear they've got a lot of software engineers working on this. It's a Linux-based interface system, and we're pretty impressed with what we see so far. Of course, we're indoors, so there's no satellite, but the mapping setup looks very good. And even the web browser looks pretty nice. We're getting 3G service here. We're assuming over AT&T's HSDDA network. And I managed to load up our page. Not quickly, at least it looked good. It was pretty accurate. All of our pictures came through. It's a WebKit browser of Garmin's own design, Garmin and Asus. And for a phone that we've only seen under glass before now, we're pretty impressed with how far this has come, and we can't wait to hear some more about it. We hope there'll be carrier announcements, some pricing data. They say definitely by the end of this quarter.
Just like listening patiently. You're more than welcome to keep listening.
So now I'm looking at the Garmin Nuvaphone M20, which is actually a Windows Mobile device. It runs Windows Mobile 6.1 Professional, the touchscreen version. But Garmin has gone to some lengths, like other manufacturers, to sort of hide that Windows Mobile interface. They've sort of done an okay job. You can definitely see their efforts throughout the phone, but again, as in with most Windows Mobile phones, once you start digging too deep, you get into that Windows Mobile interface and things kind of start to look standard again. So they've done a really nice job with getting these touchscreen phones to act responsively, and they've got some great looking maps. Even without the GPS, you can still see that they've got a really nice robust mapping system here that looks very clean on the phones. So we're excited to see these finally come to market. Here we're looking at the Motorola Evoke QA4. It's actually a surprisingly responsive touchscreen phone. It's not so much a smartphone, it's more of a feature phone device, but even for a feature phone, as you can see, just scrolling through the interface tabs, it's very responsive to the touch.
It has the headset. Yeah,
it's got a pretty nice screen to it.
Right there. So now it have the charging port.
Kind of wish they had a QWERTY keyboard on this, and I've got a sneaking suspicion there might be a similar phone somewhere with a full QWERTY, the same sort of design, but for right now this seems to be all that they're showing. And here's the Samsung Mondi, which is Samsung's new mobile internet device. It's actually based on Windows Mobile 6.1 and runs their TouchWiz interface system. I think TouchWiz might do a little bit better for this larger screen. This is a 4.3-inch touchscreen here. It even has its own sort of interface design as well. It's a very slick-looking device. What I love with the keypad, it's a very sort of wide keypad. It's definitely not a one-handed device, but for WiMAX, we're glad that they're finally coming out with some different form factors that really take advantage of some of the better high-speed internet for the WiMAX network. Overall, the touchscreen seems pretty responsive. We did have a few of the standard problems we have with some of these devices where they register clicks where there really shouldn't be any, but overall we're very curious.